Hey ladies and gentlemen, Richard Kenobi here, and I'm back for another look at, I know it's been a long time since I've done one of these. The last one I did was Spider-Man vs. Darth Maul, and even though I couldn't come up with a conclusion for that, I can for today. Now before you ask yourself, yes, this is actually happening. This is going to be Superpower Beatdown's first animated fight, and we will get this fight next year. If you have not been following their Facebook, I suggest you go and see for yourself. This will be 3D animated. And with all that said, let's go ahead and get into today's look at the leader of the Autobots, Optimus Prime, versus the Armored Avenger, Iron Man. Now, I am a huge fan of both these characters. I actually watched 3 Transformer cartoons, and this is what got me into Transformers. They were Transformers Armada, Transformers Energon, and finally, my favorite, and everyone else's favorite, Transformers Animated. And, you know, I am a huge fan. I've even seen Generations 1 through 4. I loved them. You know, huge Transformers fan. I've played some of the games. Mainly, I've played the War and Fall of Cybertron. And, of course, Iron Man. I love Iron Man. I love the movies. I love him in the Avengers. I even saw 2 of Iron Man, or 3 of Iron Man's original shows. 2 from the 90s. And, of course, Iron Man Armored Avengers. Now, with all that said, who would I think would win this fight? Well, I'm going to answer that for you. Now, warning, this is going to have a lot of information, and some of this you will not get in the beatdown. So, like I said, just take this however you want to. Now, let's go ahead and get to work. Now, since we all know pretty much everything about Iron Man, so let's go ahead and get into the stuff you don't know about Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is one of the greatest tacticians in fictional history. That is a fact. He was originally born and called Orion Pax. Orion Pax was a librarian on Cybertron. He had a girlfriend. You know, he was a good, kind-hearted individual who always cared for those in need. But one day, he saw Megatron and the Decepticons, who he thought were good Autobots, and it was his first time seeing, you know, them in action. And Megatron saw Orion and tricked him into helping him. And of course, Orion tried to stop him, but Megatron killed him. But, well, technically he didn't kill him, but he wounded him and his girlfriend. But then he was taken to Primus, who rebuilt him as Optimus Prime, one of the 13 last Transformers who were Primes. So, yes. Now, Optimus Prime, it has over millions of decades worth of experience. He is probably over 2, maybe 500 million years old. He stands 32 feet tall. That's bigger than this house. And he is packing a lot of arsenal. We're going to keep it small here. Optimus's main weapons consist of his Energon scythe, or sword, as you call it, and his Ion Blaster, and, of course, he has the Vector Spectre. Sorry. Now, what is the Vector Spectre? The Vector Spectre is a sort of chip programmed into his brain that allows him to scan and learn about his environments, use them to his advantage, and actually know his opponent. Yes, whoever he fights, he can scan them and get a read on them and know everything about them like that. And of course, he has the Star Saber. The Star Saber is a special beam sword that can cut through any type of metal, all type of metal on this earth. Whether the metal is durable or stronger than other metals, it can cut through it. It's like a lightsaber, pretty much like a lightsaber. And lastly, we're giving Optimus his greatest weapon, the Matrix of Leadership. The Matrix of Leadership is a powerful tool that was given to Optimus, and it has some unique powers of its own. It makes him so durable that he is hard to kill. He's really hard to put down. He is the most durable Transformer of all time. And it can heal his wounds when it needs to. If he gets wounded, it'll heal him like that. And if he dies, it'll bring him back to life. It's done this a couple of times. And it actually can fire off a beam so powerful it can destroy the Earth if it ever got the chance. But thankfully, that'll never happen. And it was used to destroy Optimus's greatest enemy, besides Megatron, Unicron, who is a transforming, soul-eating planet. Well, he doesn't eat souls, but he devours planets. And he is 25 times larger than the Earth. And Godzilla. I'm using Godzilla as an example here. Yes. And Optimus was able to defeat him. That's his greatest victory. Optimus also knows millions of different martial arts from different planets, including his own, Cybertron. He, of course, you know, is the strongest Autobot. Well, he's maybe not the strongest, but Optimus Prime has been estimated to lift over 200 tons. That's over 400,000 pounds. That's a lot. And overall, he is really, really freaking tough. And he is, without a doubt, one of the hardest opponents to ever beat. He has known to go up against other Decepticons that are 10 times bigger than him. And he's fought all types of monsters who are bigger than him. So Optimus Prime has fought all types of enemies ranging from small to big. And he has no problem doing this. In fact, some of his greatest feats include destroying Unicron, kicking Megatron's ass on a daily basis, and he was even able to take out Devastator, yes, Devastator, with a single shot. So, bottom line, Optimus Prime, there's a reason they call he is the leader of the Autobots. Now, let's get to Iron Man. Now, I'm not going to bother explaining Tony Stark's backstory because you know his backstory. He's an orphan, and he got a shrapnel stuck in his heart that blew out his heart, and he built an arc reactor to keep himself alive. And then when he came back, he decided to rid the world of weapons by creating Iron Man, and then later became a superhero, and then later joined the Avengers. You get the idea. So, let's talk about Iron Man's armor. Now, in this fight, it looks like Iron Man, in this beatdown, Iron Man will use his Mark 7 armor, which is the same armor he wore in the Avengers movie. So, yes, the first Avengers movie. Now, his standard Iron Man suits have the strength to lift up to 100 tons. That's pretty freaking tough. He is able to pretty much lift planes and meteors. That's a lot of weight and mass. His armors are durable enough to survive and withstand the fury of nuclear bombs. His armor can actually learn and predict his opponent's next move. It's durable enough to go up against the Hulk and Thor, and he is skilled enough to match Captain America in hand-to-hand combat. His standard weapons include his Unibeam, anti-tank smart bomb missile, tons of dart missiles, jet boosters, and repulsor blast. He can fly nearly to warp speed. That's the speed of light. And it comes with an onboard computer system called Jarvis, which maintains his power and lets him know his strategies, and can summon other suits to his beck and call. So, yes, Iron Man's suit is really, really freaking durable, and it is composed of a gold titanium alloy. So, yes, Iron Man is, without a doubt, one of the smartest people in the Marvel Universe. He has proven time and time again that technology can compete with superheroes and supervillains. He has withstood his own, and against the Hulk, has survived a beating from Thor and lived to tell about it. And of course, I mentioned how he went toe-to-toe with Captain America. He was the first human to actually possess the Infinity Gauntlet. He one-shot She-Hulk, and pretty much he's able to lift cars with just one hand. But now that we got into what they can do, let's go ahead and get to some of their weaknesses. Now, even though, yes, Optimus Prime is is more durable than Iron Man, but I wouldn't say they're not equal. They actually are equals, because Optimus Prime has survived so many blows, shots, and explosions, while Iron Man has done the same thing. Iron Man has actually survived a nuclear bomb. Yeah. So their durabilities are on top of each other, so I can't make a decisive call. But I would argue that Optimus gets a bit of an advantage considering he has the Matrix of Leadership. And also, the Matrix of Leadership allows Optimus Prime to be as durable as it needs him to be. Now, there have been many times where Optimus Prime has died. He has died over 15 times. The first 3 he did stay dead, but those were without the Matrix. Now that he has the Matrix, he can pretty much come back and heal from any situation. You know, so even without the Matrix, he's still, you know, a hard opponent to put down. Well, Iron Man suits have been known to malfunction and consume too much power. You know, I mean, these suits literally have that problem. All of them have that problem. You know, and Tony's ego is a little bit out of control. You know, he has caused a civil war between all superheroes, and he once built a device that was able to just plow into the Earth's core, or should I say dig? Sorry for that word. And, you know, he has pretty much proven that he cannot withstand his battle against alcoholism, but who cares? So, yeah, guys, anyway, so who do I think would win in this fight? Well, now, let me remind you, my overall objective is not to decide who would win the votes. That is your guys' decision. My objective is to find out who would win the fight. Well, it's kind of obvious when you think about it. Optimus Prime. Now, why Optimus Prime? And I know a lot of you Marvel fanboys are going to question me and say, Iron Man can do this, Iron Man can do that, Iron Man could so kick Optimus Prime's ass. Well, let me remind you what I just said. Optimus Prime has proven time and time again he can go up against any foe, no matter how big or small. Now, of course, a lot of you are saying, but Richard, you idiot, Iron Man has done that too. True, he has, but has Iron Man ever fought a giant-sized planet and destroyed it? Yeah, think about that. And also, Iron Man has millions of experience than Iron Man. Iron Man is experienced, and he may know and has even mastered a few martial arts, but Optimus Prime knows every martial art in the universe. That's a big advantage. And his truck form, I didn't need to mention that because why would I mention the truck form? His semi-truck can outrun Iron Man. So, yeah, I think it's pretty obvious that Optimus Prime will win this fight, but again, that's only if you guys want him to win this fight. If you don't want him to win this fight, then it's obviously gonna be, you know, Iron Man. But even so, in a straight-up fight without the votes, Optimus Prime clearly, you know, outclasses Iron Man. But that's not saying Iron Man's weak or anything. Iron Man has proven time and time again he can go up against just anything. You know, there's a reason why he's able to go up against anyone in the Marvel Universe or even the DC Universe and still be able to adapt and withstand them instead of overpowering them. So, yeah. So, overall, folks, if you enjoyed this look at, then please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, this is all my opinion. Who do you guys would think? Comment below. Let me know. And until then, guys, this is Richard Kenobi saying, may the Force be with you. Later, guys.